Those who be coming later will be at the seats empty at the back. Please, let's observe silent prayers or other forms. On behalf of the Chairman of Advisory Board on Corruption, the Commissioner of the ACC, who is unavoidably absent, but ably represented by the Deputy Commissioner, management, and staff of the Commission, I want to use this opportunity to warmly welcome our revered guests, invitees, partners to this very important interfaith Thanksgiving prayers. I will also welcome staff of the Commission who are with us in this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, as a Commission, we have lived for 25 years, and as such, we are thankful to God for the support, for the protection, and the inspiration that He has continued to give us. So we are particularly thanking God and Allah for that today. Also, this engagement will mark or will be observing the commemoration of the International Anti-Corruption Day, which is observed always all over the world on December 9th. The day itself was set aside by the United Nations General Assembly for governments and peoples to understand dangers of corruption and also reassure them of the commitments that they have made in enabling or ensuring that corruption is dealt with, being that it's a phenomenal problem. So on that note, I want to warmly welcome all of you to this session, as we will now humbly invite the chairman of our board, Prince Kuba Esquire, to make a statement.
Esteemed leaders of Religious Council, Deputy Commissioner, hereby representing your able Commissioner, members of the Anti-Corruption Management Team, in terms of commission, directors, managers in the regions, and the entire staff, I think I'm developing some bad habits, as I keep saying here long. I came late and now I'm talking, my phone is on. I'm very sorry, apologies for that. As I was saying, the entire membership of the Anti-Corruption Commission, be it at headquarters or in the regions, members of the advisory board, it is a great honor for me to have given this opportunity to just make a short statement as we are celebrating the International Anti-Corruption Day today, 2025, and the silver jubilee of the ACC itself. So, as we are here to address this very important issue, which is plaguing, can I say it has plagued already our society, and that is corruption. The religious leaders have got a unique opportunity to prevail on the conscience of their faithfuls, their jama'ats, so that unless they should have a very high amount of integrity and ethics in their daily lives. I'm not saying they have not been doing this. They have been doing this. But this time round, as a board, we are asking you most respectfully to expedite that, or to do it more on a frequent basis. That is within your homilies, your tubas, your servants. Let corruption matter be a topic of giving your sermon, talking to your congregation, so that they can more be aware of the adverse effect that this particular plague is causing on our society. Reason being, as religious leaders, you can tell them the same. Haram, as you can say in Muslim. And perhaps this particular sin, corruption, if you are part of it, you get the sin follows you more here before even you die, because resources that you should have been able to benefit from, it goes in the hands of others. Hence, welfare services, access to hospital, education, and so forth, are hampered. So I'm respectfully appealing to you all, religious leaders, to make this a point of duty on a very frequent basis to take into account the essence of preaching against corruption to your faithfuls in your Jamaat or in your congregation. That is the message for the religious leaders. Let me move on without wasting any time by congratulating the commissioner, his deputy, the entire members of staff of the ACC, and their predecessors for job well done so far. When you, in retrospect, you look at the way the ACC was and how it is, one of the tangible evidence is the structure that we are here, sitting very close to the Integrity House. That's a big success. And apart from that, there have been awards of accolades to the commission, personal awards to the chairman, to the commissioner, meaning they are doing well and they've been doing well, but that doesn't mean they have to be complacent. Because the fight against corruption is a very difficult one. Yes, we as board members, we are not executive board members of this commission. So we are not involved in the day-to-day administration, but we are briefed as to the happenings within the commission on a monthly basis. And where necessary, we give the advice. So on the basis of that, we know there are a lot of achievements that have been made. I mean, for example, to be very specific, the asset declaration department that has increased greatly, although more work needs to be done, because what I still find difficult to get at is somebody declares assets, I have 5 houses, but you're not going to just randomly check on this person whether the property is gone is actually his until maybe he's found wanting for corruption. So most times I believe a lot of people are getting away with that. There are defaulters, But the point I'm trying to make here is, at least the commission has made a lot of progress in that department. And so as the public education department, they're doing very well. There shouldn't be any complacency. But having said all that, the commission has got its own challenges, as I believe most institutions in this country. I don't know, Deputy, if I should watch our dirty linear or the commission's dirty linear here. The fight against corruption is a collaborative effort. And I don't know if we the citizens of Sierra Leone have actually captured that. It's not just the duty of the ACC, more especially government organs. Okay? For an example, the executive. I believe the commission need more free hands carrying on their duties. We come to funding. I mean, if you're not in it, you won't understand it. I mean, even as a board member, sometimes we have some, I don't know, arguments with the deputy commissioner, because he's the one that represents the commissioner at our meetings. When we ask for certain basic things, and said, oh, we want to do it, but there's no money. We want to pay treat to the regional head so that we can also understand really what is going on there on a regular basis. So this is very important. But that said, in our little way, with a given circumstance, we're trying our best. So when we get to board meetings and the deputy commissioner brief us on activities on a monthly basis, where we think it is necessary for us to intervene, we intervene. If it is the judiciary, which we expect to actually make judgments expeditiously, and these are delayed for 5-6 years, maybe very strange. A lot of you hear this. Then we say, well, this cannot be right. We want to meet the Chief Justice. We've done that. And we made our presence felt in terms of appealing to him to treat matters coming from ACC with more seriousness. Equally, we've done that with the police not too long ago. And we wanted to repeat that sort of exercise. When we did it, when we met the police, and as board members, we put across our concern about the activities of the police in terms of corruption. They felt encouraged, and they invited us to a sort of one-day seminar. I think I'm right. I thought that was supported by the ACC, and we are now thinking that should also be extended to the region. Again, one in order. So these are the challenges the ACC is facing. I'm sure, as we are now commemorating this silver jubilee, the ACC, we be thinking of where should they be heading. Okay, with all the little efforts they've made, more need to be done. They may be thinking of innovative methods, you know, to be applied to the way of investigation, of prevention. In this day and age, you want to do that, you need sophisticated gadgets to do it. If there is no money, how is that going to happen? So my appeal here is really to the organs of government to give maximum support to the ACC. If you value the ACC, well, I was going to call it right now, then you should give it the maximum support for it to succeed more and more. Common sense dictates you let them stop a lot of these corruption practices. And then a lot of money comes to the revenue. And a lot of work can be done. You know, but even vehicles, most of the vehicles here are on breakdown. So these are the challenges. The ACC has also needs but there are challenges. And I can only humbly appeal to the government to give the required support to the ACC to do their job. On that note, without much of ado, I think I only have to thank the religious leaders. This is their day, for taking their time. They've always done that to be with us, but more so to be able to integrate corruption into their sermon. You know, let their faithfuls be aware of the fact, the adverse effect that this particular plague is affecting the country. Thank you all very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you, distinguished chair, for those statements. I will quickly and humbly call on the Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Augustine Fudi Gobi, to make his own statement.
Thank you, Mr. Sandeep. Chairman, Advisory Board, revered men of God or Allah, distinguished guests, staff and management of the ACC, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's my pleasure to stand before you this morning to talk about the involvement of our respective faiths in the fight against corruption.